Hello and welcome to the first ever FaZe Yoda Inventational Pool Championship. Tonight we'll have two matches, the first of which will have FaZe Yoda himself, Eli, going against the new upcoming Jonathan.
This is going to be a pretty equal match because they have a pretty close skill matchup. And so, sorry, but yeah.
Off stream, there were two matches played, the first of which was Jonathan and Steven. That ended in Jonathan having a scratch on the final 8-pull hit, which caused him to lose, leading him into the loser's bracket. The second match we had was against Tilden and FaZe Yoda himself, Eli, where Eli was not able to capitalize on any of the opportunities that Tilden set forth with him, causing him to lose the game. Tonight we'll also have another match between Steven and Tilden in the championship.
Okay.
That game should be a pretty good one, given the fact that it's two new, not very good players at pool, so it should have a lot of fun and a lot of anticipation. Coming into this matchup, Eli is the favorite because, well, he's home, and given the fact that he has a longer experience playing on this table. Alright, we'll go ahead and introduce our competitors for the first match. Coming up first out of the tunnel, we have Eli Soto.
And then with our he's 5'5" from Colorado, Mr. Eli / FaZe Yoda. Sorry. Okay. Then our next opponent is Johnny at a staggering 7'6" from West Nigeria.
He's also a Make-A-Wish kid, so y'all know.
And he may look like he's 5'6", but he's legit 7'6".
Alright, coming into this matchup, we're going to have a coin flip to decide who will break the ball. The winner of the coin flip will be able to break the...
Okay. Since you are home, he's going to call it. This is heads. This is tails. Call it in the air. Heads. And it is heads. So Johnny would break.
Alright, so it looks like Jonathan has won the tip. Or not the tip. This ain't basketball. He has won the coin flip, so he'll be the one breaking. Let's see how this goes. I'm really interested in how this matchup will go. We have a very, very evenly paced game.
And it seems like Johnny's going to set the ball from the side. And unlike a usual break.
He breaks it. I don't believe he's made anything.
And it seems like Eli has made two solid. Was that? Oh, and that's the game. That's the game.
Well, that was one interesting game.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Okay, now to post-game interviews after this.
Hold on. I don't think that's what. I guess we'll have a break right quick, and I guess we'll have a break, and then we'll talk about what will happen next. Alright, after Eli has an embarrassing first hit where he drains the 8-ball, it looks like we will have a continued new matchup for third place, as given to Johnny for being very grateful to let this game happen. Going into the main broadcast, we'll have Tilden do the coin toss to see who will break.
We're going to try this again. Okay, this is, of course, the heads. This is tails. Please call on the L's in the air, because you're technically heads. It is heads. So you shall break.
Alright, so it looks like Jonathan has won the coin toss again. Let's hope, though, that Eli will learn from his mistakes and will not hit the 8-ball into the thing again. As Jonathan breaks,
it's a very sad break that time.
Very, very disappointing.
And he seems like to trash talk when other people don't have good breaks. He finishes with one stripe in the hole.
One stripe and not the 8-ball. Going into it, he breaks again. Well, I've never seen that.
It seems to be a scratch.
I have never seen that in the amount of times that I've watched and played pool. I've never seen someone hit the thing out like that.
Okay, Johnny's up to hit. He's aiming. He shoots and he almost shoot that ball in of Johnny. Sorry, guys.
Oh my lord!
And Eli's not having a very good night right now.
Already losing to the beginner Tilden, and now he cannot hit a ball to save his life.
He's like the Denver Nuggets right now without their star players.
Tell me about it.
Now it seems to be Johnny's shot again. Taking a sweet time. And he sinks it. But now it's a scratch. Eli sets it up.
He looks.
He fires.
And he does nothing with that.
See, that's like kind of what happened in my match against him. He didn't execute the scratch that I've gave him multiple times.
We'll see what Johnny can do in this position. Not given much, although he does have that spare ball up top, and he
whiffs it. Yo, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Well, I guess I gotta find a Coke. Eli will set up his shot as he shoots it.
And he
does
misses.
Nothing with it.
He's starting to look like very old Curry. And Eli being disrespectful to his mom right now.
No.
Waving her off.
This is just disgusting behavior from FaZe Yoda.
And now he's walking into the broadcast room.
Oh no.
We might have some...
We might have an issue coming up soon.
Johnny shoots. Did he make one? I was not paying attention. I'm sorry.
I don't believe he did.
And Johnny did so happen to make one. So now it is his turn.
Okay.
Please no cursing. Johnny sinks another ball. What the heck, Rebecca? Sorry, we are having some technical difficulties. Okay, never mind. We got to fix. Johnny shoots. And it seems to be the 8-ball who is teasing the hole right now. Eli misses the opportunity again. Now it's Johnny's shot. He shoots. And it's another scratch.
This is just the exact type of play that we've seen from them before coming into the stream. But Eli, again, does nothing with his shot. Alright, and it looks like we're going to need a break from our players. We'll see you guys soon.
If you want to get this hoodie and this drink, go to my bio and you can use my code FaZe Yoda 9952 to get 10% off on this drink.
All right. Well, coming into the break, it has seemed like, not one player has really gotten out to a great start yet. We're gonna see who else can come up and really assert themselves in this second period that we are.
Yeah, but I feel like both players could have done a lot better. But I shouldn't be talking because I'm not that good myself. But both players are in their peak of their career in pool right now, and they're not really capitalizing on their opportunities.
I would have to agree. Well, coming back into the frame, we have Jonathan and Eli, where
It's Johnny's shot. He's drawing the lines. He looks. He spies on that ball. Okay, he's got it. He draws the lines. He shoots. And he drains it from downtown.
that was just a great shot there from Jonathan. Great, anticipation on knowing what he's gonna do with it, and
He's
we'll see
trying-
what he's gonna do when he sets up for this shot. He hits it. Doesn't look like much, but that is a careful look as it does not roll in.
But now it's Eli's turn. Eli's starting to see the vision going on. Eli shoots. Oh! It almost happened again.
And he gave Jonathan a free. Oh, never mind. I forgot that he is not.
He's not stripes. He is clearly solid.
Well, my apologies there.
Looks like Johnny's about to hit the camera. He shoots.
And he misses.
He lightly taps it. It's almost a scratch that time right there.
We'll see what Eli can do. And hopefully he doesn't tap in the 8-ball.
Ooh, he did hit it there, but he was able to drain one of his shots. He drills that ball right there. Holy pause, but
He also has trapped Jonathan into a hard position where he has nowhere to go. He's trapped between the 8-ball and the sides of the rails. We'll see what he decides to do.
and it seems like he only has one ball left.
Oh, but will he hit the 8-ball? He does not.
Johnny
Can
clearly
Eli
has
have
the
a
lead.
comeback?
Oh, there's a scratch. Eli lines it up. Seems like he's going to go for the top corner.
But he
But
misses.
Now it's Johnny's opportunity.
These
He's
are-
going to seize the moment.
These are the type of moments that we saw from the first game from Eli, where he just couldn't capitalize on the opportunities he was given. And Jonathan will tonight.
Now he just needs the 8-ball.
He's trapped, though, by Eli's.
He's still got to call the pocket.
This would be... He calls the corner pocket. We'll see what he does.
Oh,
And
and he
he's-
drains the cue ball
That is-
straight into the center hole. He's like prime Steph Curry if it was on reverse.
Oh,
Eli shoots.
Eli
And
also.
he gets another scratch.
Johnny's going to set up in that back corner since the 8-ball, the only ball that he has left, is in the other side of the table. He calls
The back right-
back
back right-
right corner.
It doesn't matter. He's just got to drain this shot.
And he doesn't. He's getting close, but he doesn't. let
Eli
go.
just has 3 balls left until he can shoot at the 8-ball.
He
drains
drains one of them. You know, coming from the fact that this is FaZe Yoda. Oh, and he drains the second.
Now he just has 1 until he has to hit the 8-ball.
Coming from the fact that this is... Oh!
Oh! Does he
Oh!
make it?
He doesn't.
Oh!
He falls short, but this does look like a hard shot for Jonathan to make.
Johnny, you gotta call the corner if you want to win.
He calls the closest corner pocket to the camera.
And he shoots.
Oh,
He
and
almost called the
very-
wrong. But
Oh.
he sets up Eli for maybe one of the easiest shots.
But Eli cannot.
Finish.
We'll see what Jonathan can do in this position. I don't know if he'll be able to get this shot down without either scratching or missing.
Or even possibly making it into the different hole.
He hits it, but he doesn't do much with it.
That's a smart play because
I
technically
think
he couldn't.
blocked off Eli with that. Never mind. But Eli can't finish.
I feel like Johnny had a good play right there because he probably knew he wasn't going to make it. So maybe he just hit it to be safe.
That's smart.
He calls it.
He calls the back right corner.
Does he call it for game?
That's not game.
But he sets up Eli for maybe another easy shot.
Given the fact that this is Eli's Invitational Pool Tournament, given the fact that it's the FaZe Yoda, the first ever FaZe Yoda Invitational Pool Championship that you're watching right now, you would think that he might actually do something. But he's on track to get last place in the tournament.
Which he is
He
probably
calls
the
the
most.
closest corner to us. And he misses.
But technically, if Eli loses, that's kind of sad because he has the most skill, and he just whiffs it right there.
Well, I
That
don't
is-
know if I'd agree with you on that take right there.
Well, yeah, it seems to be Johnny might be the best player right now, but it's not the end of the tournament. He calls
He calls
the
the...
close left bottom corner,
I don't know what you just said there, but he hits it and he doesn't get it.
and
He
it's a scratch.
scratches.
Is that game?
No.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking about something else. My bad, guys. Eli sets himself up,
And
but he misses it.
Oh, and he almost
Now
scratches
Johnny
it.
might have a good shot here.
We'll see what they can do here.
It seems like Eli's taking defeat because he's the
As
way how
he-
he's sitting.
Oh,
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 oh! Eli with the comeback.
wow.
With the comeback, what are you talking
Another generational loss. You know, second time in this tournament that Jonathan is lost due to having a scratch on his final shot with the 8-ball. You know, it's very devastating if you had to be Jonathan in this situation.
Yeah, because he was clearly up like 4 or 5 balls at.
Maybe
Sorry.
I think I'd maybe say more 6 or 7.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
Who knows?
But it seems that Eli had a great comeback, but then Johnny had to have a bad shot and make it into the wrong corner.
You know, it was really sad. I think that was a great game. First great game one that we have. We're going to do a best of 3 series out of this championship. You know, we'll see what Jonathan can do to try and redeem himself in the second game.
Okay.
1. Welcome back. Here with me I have Eli Soto, the winner of the first game of the FaZe Yoda Inventational Pool Championship, Game 1 for the third place series. Eli, what were your thoughts going into the game?
Not to screw up.
Okay,
but
okay.
I screwed up many times, and then
Yeah, we saw.
thanks to Johnny for making the 8-ball in on the wrong pocket.
You know, I wanna touch on something. The first game that we had that didn't count. What happened there exactly, and what caused you to hit the 8-ball?
I hit the wrong ball closest to the 8-ball.
Okay.
And then that ricocheted the wrong way. I didn't want
Alright.
it to ricochet that way.
So, FaZe Yoda, what do you think? What changes do you have to make? What changes are you expecting from Jonathan coming into this second game?
Probably should just play it smarter and make sure he mess up more.
All right. Now, one last thing. How are you feeling tonight? Now,
Pretty good.
are you ready for the new year?
Yes.
All right, that's good to hear. We'll be right back with Tilden interviewing Jonathan.
So I'm here with Johnny, with our winner or loser of our first game here. So what are some changes you would like to make in the second round?
Kind of like think out my shots a little bit more and kind of like see where the ball is gonna go before I hit it, so I know where it's gonna bounce off and where I'm gonna get my second shot.
Okay.
So that I cannot hit that 8-ball in that hole again.
Kind of like what Eli did in that very first game, right?
Yes.
Okay. How do you? What motivated you to work as hard as you can to get to where you are at right now?
Well, as you know, I'm a Make-A-Wish kid, so I don't have much longer left in my life. So I thought that it would be fun just to like practice, get better at it, so someday like people could look at me and say, hey, people that are Make-A-Wish are not are not disabled or anything and can do stuff.
That's fair. Okay, and let's see. What's some mistakes that you noticed in your game play in the first game?
Well, I whiffed very, very, very easy shots that I definitely could have potted in the hole.
Mhm.
I definitely could have, of course, been a little bit more thorough in where the ball's gonna go, because that pot in the when I potted that ball in the that 8-ball, I wasn't looking at where the ball could go if I missed, and I think that was my one mistake I really had and need to capitalize on.
Okay. So that was our interview with Jonathan here, one of our star players in the pool tournament. And we'll be right back and getting into the second game.
All right, thanks.
All right, welcome back.
Sorry.
Well,
Excuse me.
you,
Excuse
Tilden.
me.
Welcome back. You know, what were your thoughts going into the game, and what do you expect to see differently from, our opponents? What?
You mean the contestants?
Contestants.
Okay, I feel like Johnny, after interviewing Johnny, oh my gosh, I feel like he has a great opportunity this game, but I feel like it's gonna be decently close.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Eli after interviewing him?
After interviewing Eli, I don't really know. He seems like a very strange kid, I'd have to say.
He's always like that, I feel like.
He was definitely in the sped classes, if I had to say. No, but
We can't make fun of those people, guys.
I really expect. Excuse me. I don't expect him to try any less. I think he's going
Excuse me.
for the kill here. Although we'll see if that's going to lead to him making mistakes, or if him being too conscious about mistakes is going to lead to him not playing up to what he should be and not taking enough risks. We'll see as we go into our main broadcast, as we have Jonathan and Eli ready to start game 2. Eli will be breaking
Since
as
Johnny
Jonathan broke the first game.
He lines it up. He sees the vision. He shoots. He doesn't make one, but it seems like one is close in the back left corner. Excuse me, guys. Seems like Johnny's drawing the lines. Seems like Johnny made one. He's drawing the lines. He sees his vision. He shoots. Seems like Johnny is solid here. He drills it, but
he
then
also,
he gets a scratch.
Man. Eli, he is one hell of a player, but he has got to limit the mistakes. I mean, whether it be him scratching him, giving the ball and the shot to Jonathan, or if it's him not being able to capitalize on the mistakes that Jonathan makes, Eli has got to clean up the game that he has.
No, we forgot to say, this is a New Year's Eve edition of the Inventational Pool Tournament / Championship.
Johnny almost makes 2 of his shots, although neither of them will fall.
Because it seems like one's in the back left corner, but also in the front right corner.
Is not able to get his to fall, and he scratches again.
Yo, you're owing me a lot of cokes, bruh.
Coming again, Eli has got to limit the amount of mistakes he can get if he's going to have a chance to beat Jonathan.
Johnny shoots. It seems like he actually kind of helps Eli by making him surrounded by his own balls.
Although, is there a hole that Eli drains the
and
first
hits
shot.
another one of his balls.
I think he lined himself up for another shot, but he misses.
He almost scratches in the top right corner there.
Although, he did leave Jonathan up into a hard spot where there is not a great shot for Jonathan to take.
And
he's
also
aiming for something.
It seems like he's aiming for the green and yellow ball in the bottom part.
He hits it, but he will not make it. Eli now has his top green, and he drains it.
And he's green from way downtown.
What do they say? Skibbity bop bop. Although I don't think Eli made that one. He must have turned his Zen off.
Please do not report him on YouTube. Oh, Fortnite.
I don't know what Johnny just did there, but he almost made the 8-ball.
He almost threw the game there. Step 3. And Johnny needs to lock in if he wants to have a chance in the final round. He has a shot.
He takes it. And
he barely makes it.
You can't see it on the screen. However, the 8-ball is hidden behind that orange ball in the back. Eli hits it, and he will not.
Seems like he almost scratched again.
Johnny doesn't have quite an open shot, but he will look at a shot that he likes. He takes it, and he doesn't make it. Although I do think he made one of.
Eli's balls?
Did he make a shot for Eli? Whoa!
And
Eli scratches on a
Pop
terrible miss.
And it seems like he popped up the ball.
I think he's gonna need to have a long break before he can. He needs to regain, his confidence before he can come out and, compete to the best of his abilities again.
Johnny shoots and he
makes it. What a great shot there from Jonathan.
Oh, Barry, you're gonna owe me hundreds of cokes by the end of this.
He makes it again off the double tap.
Oh, but he doesn't make it there.
Eli will set up his shot.
Oh, he
What?
almost whips it. But he still hits the ball. Somehow.
All right, it looks like we're gonna have to go into a break right quick. We'll be back in no time. All right, welcome back. As we're going to get right back to the broadcast in just a second. However, going into this, Eli is going to need to absolutely cut down on the mistakes. He's whiffing shots. He's
Popping
not
up the
doing
ball.
great things. Although Johnny, man, he is on a roll as of now. He's hit double taps. He's hit crazy shots that I haven't expected him to make at all today, but he's made them. We'll get right back into it, as it will be Johnny's shot. Johnny lines it up. We'll see what he does, and he hits it, and he drains it.
But he barely scratches. Excuse me. That was a very weird burp for me. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me.
Eli!
He whiffs it terribly.
Way. He calls a far back corner, and will he make it for game? Game
Drains it.
time!
Now we're going into the third game of
This is
the
crazy.
tournament.
We're going to be in a game 3, winner takes all situation in just a second. I mean, that was a great game from Johnny. Although Eli, with many chances, he still cannot capitalize on it. We'll see what he can do going into the next game. welcome back. You know, going into the game, what did you see from both the contestants here that we have? What do you think that each of them will need to win this next match?
So what I saw, let's first target on Johnny here. Johnny was capitalizing on his opportunities, except for a few scratches every now and then. And then on to Eli. He didn't have the best of game, but, excuse me, he didn't miss out on most opportunities that he did have, but there is a chance he can fix that right now to make him finish this part of the thing.
You know, I would have to agree. I think that for Tilden, it can only be up from here. There's no chance that...
Sorry,
What
we're having some weird stuff going on here.
What? Okay. Well, coming back, going into, you know, this game 3, it can only be up from here for Tilden. You know, I'm not Tilden, Eli, sorry. FaZe Yoda is going to have to drain the shots, and he's going to have to get his confidence back. He looks lost out there, but we'll see what he can do in this game 3.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give it back to the main broadcast as we have Johnny here to break. Well, and I hear James in the chat talking about some, I'm going to leak everybody if you don't get a high. So, hello, James.
Eli misses again.
Wow, this is
This is going to be a very heated game. Not fighting-wise, but, like, back and forth.
wow, Johnny misses his chance to capitalize and really assert himself in this game.
Seems like Eli almost made a shot right there. He seems to be working on his shot.
Johnny takes a shot and he drains it.
He makes it.
Skitty up, pop, pop. Oh, he
Ooh.
barely misses his shot and sets Eli up for a very easy shot. Eli now has a extremely easy shot where he will drain both of the balls that he needed to. Eli has a huge lead out in this game, but he almost makes one of Johnny's balls, but he sets himself up to where Johnny can actually make those. Johnny makes his shot in that closest corner pocket. And he makes it off of the bounce in the far middle corner. Oh, what? Far middle pocket, excuse me. Oh, and he misses, which leads Eli into his shot. We'll see what Eli can do. Eli actually makes one for Johnny.
Seems like he's getting very mad.
Johnny lines his shot up, and he will take it.
And he
doesn't
misses.
make
Oh,
it. Oh, but wait. He makes it off of the ricochet.
and the
We'll see.
opposite corner that he planned to make it in. He shoots again.
But he doesn't.
Drains the 8
For
ball.
the third time, Johnny
And that,
drains the 8 ball for the third time tonight to make this the. Well, and he makes the shot he needed to.
and then he still scratches.
Wow.
But that will end of the 3rd and 4th place of the pool tournament. We will be back with the championship rounds.
You're gonna sit in the big black chair. Eli, sit in the
It
blue.
just.
Yeah, sit in the big black chair.
Me? Okay.
One. Here with me right now is my co-host Tilden, the champion Eli,
For third
and
place.
myself. Going into this, you in the first game that did not count, sadly, for Johnny, you actually drained the 8-ball in what, the first minute? Your first
Yes.
shot, you drained
First
the 8-ball.
two shots, I drained the 8-ball.
How did that set your mentality and your confidence going into the rest of the series?
Not great, because if I knew I messed up again, then I would be toast.
Yeah, how does it feel that, both of your wins and the championship game win come off of someone actually doing the same mistake that you made for your very first shot? How does that feel?
Pretty great, because that gave me an opportunity to work off that.
So I want to touch on your game 2. You actually had lost that game to Johnny. What did that do for your confidence, and how did that, impact
I messed up
how
my
you...
confidence.
I feel that. How were you able to get that? How were you able to set your confidence right after,
Just
feeling...
by working in place, moving the ball.
Okay. Did you have a set tactic or...
No,
Like-
I did not have a set tactic. My only goal was to make it in the hole.
You have any questions for him, Tilden?
Not really, but like, what? Oh, well, this question was already asked, but like, what fully made your mind put you into the mode to make you get the win tonight?
When I started seeing him mess up.
That's good.
All right. Well, Happy New Year's. You will be our 3rd place champion. All I can say is we're here with our 3rd place champion for the first ever FaZe Yoda Inventational Pool Championship. We'll be back in a moment with our 4th place finisher, Jonathan.
So we're now gonna interview Johnny after the sad loss of today. How do you feel about the end of the match?
It's definitely disappointing. I was ahead by a ton. I just needed to capitalize on those little small details. And as I said in the first interview, that's what I was going to do, but I didn't do it. And it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Going into the first game that, didn't count, how does it feel that, the mistakes that Eli made for his first shot were the mistakes that would actually lead to your downfall and the loss of, this game?
Again, as I said, it's kind of disappointing, especially because I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing that. Then I just go ahead and just smack the 8-ball in the hole.
I feel that. That I know of, all your losses tonight have came from scratching on the 8-ball or hitting the 8-ball in. What will you do next time that you play to make sure that this doesn't happen again?
Kind of look at, again, where my ball's going, and then make a lighter shot if I have to, so the white ball isn't hitting all the other balls to eventually hitting the 8-ball.
I got one last question for me. How do you feel that you weren't able to fulfill your Make-A-Wish?
It's a little, again, disappointing, especially because this is my few last days on this earth. I feel like I definitely should have got a little handicap, but you know, I just need to practice more, and maybe my next life I'll do better.
Well, we'll see y'all in a little as we congratulate our third place finalist, Eli Soto. One.
What the freak?
Congratulations to Eli Soto in his third place finish.
What the
All right, my name's Jonathan. I'm gonna be your first broadcaster.
My name is Eli. I am Sir Second. We are getting into the championship round of Tilden versus Steven. Steven at 1'9" and 0.5 kilograms, but he's on stilts that makes him look like he's 5'9".
And Tilden at 5'1", at a whopping 525 pounds. He is from Chad.
Steven is from New Mexico.
Okay, and here they come now.
Can you skip it? Here they are. Okay, where's the coin? You're gonna do it. Here comes the coin flip. This is heads. This is tails. Call it in the air. Your way.
Heads.
It is tails.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tilden braids.
Let's go.
Tilden off onto break.
All right, he's lining up the shot. And he breaks.
And
Oh,
he
an
scratches the
intermediate
first
scratch.
ball in the top right corner.
You know, what a disappointing start for Tilden. I mean, I couldn't imagine.
Scratching on the first shot.
All right, and then another scratch on the second shot. Oh my goodness. What a match we have here. Two beginners.
Right.
All right. Tilden is lining up his second shot. Hopefully he doesn't scratch here.
Still no ball pit yet.
Actually, Steven got a solid.
Steven got a solid in, so. What ball did Tilden get in? I do not see.
I did not see either.
It was a strike, guy.
Okay.
As you can tell, Tilden's fat is starting to get in the way. He's going to have to slim down through this game.
Steven
Oh,
with
and what an amazing shot by Steven.
Steven on the corner right bottom pocket. Steven misses the green ball. Tilden shot.
He's lining it up. And he shoots,
Shoots,
but
but-
gets nothing.
Steven's looking for opportunity, but can't find one because he's blocked. Let's see if he can make it. Does he know how to pop it? And he misses.
Tilden's going to have to start slowing down there. He's shaking the room.
Tilden, get on the table. Hopefully he does not break the table.
All right, we could not see that shot there because he was in the camera view, but it doesn't look like he got anything.
Steven with a hit, but missed the corner bottom right pocket.
Oh, and he scratches right after he hits the ball in the pocket.
Steven with the hit, but we can't see because he's in front of the camera. And he misses. Tilden with the hit, but missed. On to Steven.
Steven trying to look for a shot here.
Steven teasing Tilden. Steven with the hit and made it. Top left pocket. Tilden getting mad. Steven hits, but misses. Barely nods the scratch.
All right, Tilden hits that ball, but a disappointing follow. Steven needs to start capitalizing on these weaknesses that Tilden has. In the long run, it'll probably help him. Tilden can barely see under him because of his fat belly.
He needs to get some in so Steven doesn't win.
As you can tell, this is a very hard shot for him to choose.
And he messes up.
And that's just a huge whiff for Tilden. How is Steven going to respond to this one?
Steven
Not
up
very
and
good.
misses.
That is a scratch for Steven. So Tilden will be able to move the ball wherever he wants behind those two dots. As you can tell, Steven's very angry.
Tilden lines up. He goes for it and messes up.
Such a whiff by Tilden. Steven should capitalize on that. Another miss for Steven. This might go on for just a little while. All right, we will go to break real quick. All right, we are back. Eli, how do you think they can make this match better? And how do you think Steven can capitalize on Tilden's mistakes?
Steven can capitalize on Tilden's mistakes by probably slowing down. And if Tilden does not start working out, Steven will be fine.
Alrighty. You heard it from Eli first. He needs to start working out. And there he is working out. Trying to lose some weight for this. Steven's taking the shot.
Steven hits, but barely misses the hole.
And let's see how Tilden can come back to this with an open mind after he just worked out. Well, as you could tell, folks, the workout did not work very well because he still has his fat.
Steven lines up for the hit. And misses.
And a big whiff. That is going to be
very bad for Steven. Tilden's trying to line up. And now I can't see anything.
Alright.
Tilden messing around here. Hits and almost gets the 8-ball in.
Now, as you could tell, that is something I did a lot in my game. And you don't want that to happen in yours.
Steven's figuring out what ball he wants to hit. Let's see. Tilden is working out right now. Steven hits. And scratches.
And that's a scratch. Now,
Tilden has lost all his weight. Steven might be cooked now.
As you could tell, Steven is trying to act like a thug, but he's actually from the suburbs in Utah. Sorry, New Mexico.
Steven lines up, hits, and
Ooh.
barely misses.
Now, that would have been bad if he would have hit one of Tilden's balls in.
Tilden whiffs
What a
it.
whiff! And that's a scratch for Tilden. Steven's going to get to move the ball wherever he wants.
This game has been going on for a while now. Let's see how much longer it lasts.
And what a hit by Steven. And look at, he drains that ball in. Now let's see how he can respond to it again.
Steven hits, but barely misses it. And now he's getting mad. Till lines up. In a very awkward way. Hits and scratches.
That's a scratch. So that does not count. And it goes to Steven.
Steven trying to figure out what ball he wants. Let's see.
As you could tell, he was not in the right headspace there. And he needed to capitalize on Tilden's mistake. He thinks that red ball would have went in, but it did not.
It's actually orange.
Orange. It looks red on the camera. All right, and what a big whiff by Steven Simpleman.
That was a very bad whiff. But anyways, he gets this. Another big whiff by Tilden. Tilden's getting mad.
And what a miss by Steven. And what a big whiff by Tilden. What are they doing right now? They're just making a fool of themselves now.
Tilden is getting mad at us.
This championship round is not the most exciting. And another miss by Tilden.
I missed that my booty cheek, Brett. He's gonna miss this one too.
And what a miss. What are they going to do? Let's see how Tilden lines up this shot. And misses again. Are we going to have a make ever?
Tilden hits the black ball, almost went in. Steven whiffs the one ball.
And what a whiff by Steven. So close, but not in. And Tilden's trying to eat again. He might get fat between this. I don't even know what that was.
Tilden makes one.
Finally, we got some action in this pool table. And a miss by Tilden, that'll give Steven the ball. And another huge whiff by Steven.
They are now messing around.
So I think Tilden drained the 8-ball.
What
No.
the heck?
He did not. They're just
Sorry,
messing
I
around.
did not see the 8-ball there.
It's plenty into the table. Steven hits the one, but barely misses it.
Alright, this is an easy shot for Tilden. If he misses this, something is wrong with him.
He drains it. Barely.
And a miss by Tilden.
Almost made it in. Steven lining up for the one ball. Let's see if he can do it. Steven
Oh,
does not
and
touch
that's
it.
a scratch by Steven. Are you salt? Okay. Let's see what Tilden does with this scratch. Well, and
Scratches even more.
not much at all.
Steven needs to get this one ball in. Touches it, but does not get in. And Tilden hits the 8-ball in, and Steven wins.
First game.
We will be back soon.
All right, what a beautiful night it is out here. I just want to thank FaZe Yoda for hosting this event.
You're welcome.
All right, we will be right back in a moment. All right, and we are back, and I am going to interview Tilden on his first game. What do you need to capitalize on to win the next game?
Probably to take a little more time on my shots. And I feel like to concentrate on where I'm actually aiming and contemplate where the ball is going to go after it hits the ball I'm aiming for.
What should we expect in the next game?
You should expect me to thinking more about my shot and me losing this weight again, which I feel kind of sad, but
Alrighty. How about, what do you think? Why do you think you lost this first game?
because I was more focused on trash talking instead of paying attention on my game.
How do you feel about this loss?
I'm feeling pretty down. I've been eating a lot more again, which is not the best thing, but after this next game, I'm gonna concentrate and finish the game out, hopefully with a win.
Alright, you heard it from here first. Tilden is going to concentrate on his game more.
We're back. Steven, what do you think went well with your win on the first game?
I think what well is that Tony actually hit the 8 ball in when he wasn't supposed to. So I think that's really what went well. I also hit like a few of my balls in, but I gotta do better on my behalf on that. But
What do you think you need to improve for the next game?
getting in his head, bro. If I can get in his head and get him out of his game, that just means that more opportunities for me to do my thing. And if I mess up,
Okay.
if I can get in his head and make him mess up, it don't really matter.
Okay, you heard it from him. Moving on to the next game.
Alright, and we are back with the second game of the Invitational Pool Championships, brought to you by FaZe Yoda.
Let's see how the second game goes, and hopefully this time they do better.
Alright.
Here.
I lost the coin. No more coin. Right. I lost it. Alright, Steven's going to be breaking this ball. Let's see how he starts it off. That's for everybody. We have 3 of them. Not
Steven.
such a good break by Steven. He's probably disappointed about that one.
This game is my true love.
Alright, Tilden's trying to, I don't even know what.
Tell with a good hit, gets the stripe in.
Alright, so Tilden's going to start off with a great hit with a stripe. And another one. Tilden not really focusing like he said he would in the second game.
Steven over here with the solid ball. Steven hits the one ball in.
And he strikes and makes. We're just seeing Steven deliver here on this pool game. But what a whiff by Steven. He was probably mad about that one.
I wonder what's going through Tilden's head right now and how he can catch up.
Another not so great performance from Tilden.
Steven is getting into Tilden's head. Steven over here doing hand gestures to Tilden. Steven's lining up. He's trying to figure out what ball to hit. And he hits
And
one
he
in.
delivers. Again. Let's see what he's going to do with this ball.
Steven hits and misses. On to Tilden. Tilden hits. And almost hits the 8-ball in.
He's moving that 8-ball again. I don't think it's a very good idea right now. And another big miss by Tilden. By Steven. Tilden gets a hit. Breaks it up, but doesn't deliver. Steven hits the ball. Traps Tilden a little bit, but he's looking at that striped blue ball. And Steven is in the way, so we cannot see.
Tilden whiffs the ball, and it's right on the edge. Steven's looking at this red ball. Let's see if he can get in.
No, he does not deliver on that shot.
That 8-ball is super close to that middle left pocket.
What a whiff by Tilden.
Steven trying to get that red ball in, and he gets it in.
What a delivery by Steven.
Steven hits, but can't move it much. Steven's trying to get into Tilden's head. And Tilden whiffs it.
It didn't move. It did not move. It did not move.
Alright, I think he's going to get a retry on that.
It did not move.
It looks like it moved, but he says it doesn't. And he whiffs it again. What do you think of that?
I think that's just a disappointment from Tilden. I mean, when I interviewed him, he said he was going to focus more on the game and try to capitalize on what he needs to. And it doesn't look like he's doing that right now.
He gets one in, though. He might have a chance. But he whiffs on that one and still makes it in.
He's got that one in the corner pocket, but he's got to be careful not to hit and scratch it in that hole.
And he whiffs it. Steven has a chance. Steven lines up for the purple ball. Let's see if he can make it. And he delivers. He has the blue ball left. He hits, but misses.
That did not sound right on his pull cue. He might need to chalk up his pull cue. What a delivery by Tilden. This is going to be a close game here, folks. Oh, and what a miss by Tilden. Still making contact with the ball, but scratching. I don't even know what that cheating was. Oh my goodness.
I was literally moving the balls out of the hole just to move into a different one.
Alrighty, so I guess Tilden's not cheating, or he says he's not.
Don't I still have 2 balls on the thing?
Hey, let's be quiet when Steven's hitting.
Shut up.
Steven hits,
Worst commentator I've ever seen.
and he barely misses. Almost hits the 8-ball.
Tilden's just mad because he's bad at the game.
Says the one who got 4th place in the tournament.
Steven lines up the blue ball.
Quiet, Brett.
Run it back.
And
Oh,
Steven
where's the trash talking
misses.
now, huh?
cheering for Steven now.
I can't really see.
If Steven wins this game, he wins the champagne.
What? We got champagne?
AKA sparkling water.
Those great flavor.
And Steven does not deliver on that hit.
Like how you didn't deliver games. Woohoo!
Tilden just trash talking the commentators now.
Game. No.
Steven almost makes the 8-ball in.
What a strategy by Steven. Because if Tilden even touches that 8-ball just a tiny bit,
Is going in.
well, it seems like Tilden's fricked here because he has
Steven makes it in if he gets in this right, left, top pocket, he wins.
This might be a tie because if Steven hits in Tilden's ball, then it is a tie.
And
What
he
in a
delivers.
delivery of Steven! Oh my goodness! That was such an amazing hit.
We will be right back.
After this break.
And we're back with the winner.
Steven,
Yeah.
how do you feel after that huge win in the championship?
I mean, I feel like a winner, man. That's what we do. We go out and we win.
Yeah? Do you think you're going to defend that title later tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm being yo ass, and I'm being hit ass down there. Alright?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it ends.
I mean, hey, what they say, big dubs up in the chat. Let's go.
All right, Steven talking a lot of crap, but he did well. He delivered this pool game. What an amazing delivery by Steven.
Thanks, big dog. Alright, we cool.
Yeah, we
That
did.
wraps up for today for the
Hey,
before
y'all
New Year's
gonna-
night.
Y'all gonna give my boy Tilden an interview, alright?
We will come back soon with a Tilden's interview. So we're back with the first place and second place.
Yeah.
People.
Tilden, how do you feel about the loss?
I just feel like that I was a little more concentrated in the second game. I just set him up a little too well at the end of the game. I felt like I had an idea after the game ended, just to probably just to purposely scratch so then he would go on the other side of the thing so it'd be harder for him to make anyways.
Well, that didn't look like you should have done that.
No, it's because he saw that blue ball on that side, so he would have to target that instead of the ball. So I felt like I could have scratched it on purpose.
I see.
That's a good strategy, I guess. Yeah.
But that did not work out well for
It's
you.
because I didn't do it.
But at least you got second place, right?
Yes.
Hey, that's better than what Johnny got.
Hey, shout out to my big dog. Me and him both won. If it weren't for him, well, I would have had to beat one of these bums.
Side bow, bro. Side bow.
That wouldn't be a fun game.
Steven.
Shout out to him for being a great participator. You know,
I get a
we made that shit
participation.
fun, you know.
That was not fun. 2-0.
Well, that wraps it up. We're gonna do a New Year's stream about what,
Isn't that one mine?
No.
and we're redoing the brackets. So who
Brackets?
knows?
Brackets?
Brackets.
He said
Brackets.
baskets.
So who knows? Any of us can win next time. So
It's gonna be me. I
that
swear.
wraps it up.
I
Thanks
know it's
for
a good-
watching.
Wait, hold up. I